Tonight on Highway Patrol, a driver's arguing with the passengers. And this is what happened next. He's lost and he's looking for a hospital.
Gotta go to the doctor. I've been bitten by a white-tail spider 5 times.
And Officer Winton has to explain himself to Mum.
How you going? Your son's been pulled over for exceeding the speed limit in the 60 zone. Hpau. Yeah, we'll just detect this bloke at 112 in the 60 zone through the roadwork zone. So what we're going to try and do is get him to pull over off the road 62 kilometres over the speed limit. He won't have a good excuse. But he's going to lose his car. How you going? Just as you're coming around the corner under the bridge there, you're doing 112. All right? So you're 62 k's over the limit.
And the consequences of his excessive speed are about to be spelled out.
What's going to happen today is, under the Hoon or anti-Hoon legislation, your car's going to be seized for 2 days. It's going to be impounded. All right? Let me check your licence and make some inquiries, and I'll come and see you. Have you got a phone? Yeah. All right. Might need to ring someone, see if someone at this stage come down and pick you up. We'll see how we go, all right? All right, give me a second. We're going to seize it. We'll get it impounded under the Hoon legislation, and he'll lose it for 2 days or 48 hours. And aside from that, he'll end up getting a summons. He'll go to court, and on that speed, he'll lose his licence for 12 months. Being a probationary driver, he'll probably incur the 8 demerit points to go with it, so there'll be a further suspension period. I can give you a lift home or back to your girlfriend's house. Best I can do for you. But we have to seize the car.
I've got to get to work tomorrow.
Well, then you're going to have to find another way.
There is no other way, because my parents are away.
Yeah, well, I can't help you. All right? At the end of the day, you're the one that's doing a 62 over.
It was a mistake.
Okay, well, the best I can do, I can give you a lift if that's what you want, okay?
No,
That's the only offer I can make.
I want to be able to drive my car. This is bullshit.
It looks like the driver's not going to give up his beloved car easily. Loud vehicles annoy everyone, and loud motorbikes are the worst. Constable Ash Bowden isn't going to let this one get away with the racket it's making.
Better go speak to them, shouldn't we? It's just too bloody loud, that's all.
How are you, mate?
Good. How are you, sir? Get your licence on you there? Yeah, where are you off to today?
Oh, I lost, man. I just got my dog. I'm going to go to the doctor's. Been bitten by a white-tailed spider.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't know where the hell I am.
Been bitten by a white-tailed spider?
Yeah, I've been bitten by a white-tailed spider 5 times. It's made me liver bulge up.
Yeah.
Been hit there, one there,
Whoa.
one there, one there. Been bitten a few times by different spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't killed me yet. 3 redbacks. I've been hit by a white-tail before. I've had a brown snake bite.
Pretty tough blow by the sound.
Irish, mate.
Can't kill them. Obviously, it's your bike being
Yes.
Welsh.
Yes.
No worries. Anything alcoholic to drink today?
No, mate. Better work.
Preliminary breath test. Just one on breath to stop. Stop. How long you had the bike for?
This one, 2007, 6 months.
Did you put the pipes on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they come with it from?
No.
Oh, you put the pipes on. No worries at all.
There's nothing in this biker's system, except for some spider venom. With Lady Luck on his side, George gets off with a warning about his exhaust.
You might want to change those pipes on your bike.
Widen down a bit, understand that?
A bit too loud, okay? That's why I came up after you to see what was going on.
Fair deal.
Other than that, good luck with your leg, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Gobber.
Take care.
All the best to you, mate.
In the middle of a quiet afternoon in the suburbs, leading senior constable Pete Henry receives a call for assistance.
Just on our way to a collision at the moment where the possibility that there's a driver or similar trapped in their vehicle. So we probably want to get there with a bit of haste.
As Officer Henry arrives on the scene, the fire and ambulance teams are dealing with a wrecked car and its injured occupants.
Just turned up to an accident here, don't know much as yet, but certainly smell alcohol already. Even though we're not within close proximity to it, you can still smell grog around the collision scenes.
An injured man is being dealt with in the ambulance. There's also an injured woman in the vehicle, but neither can be interviewed yet. So Pete tries to piece together what's happened from evidence at the scene. The driver's just been clocked doing 62 kilometres per hour over the speed limit. He's about to get his car impounded by leading senior constable Dave Winton.
It's bullshit.
Okay, what's going to happen is it's going to be seized.
What anything you can do, please?
Absolutely nothing.
The driver's trying every tactic to get out of this. Now he's calling in the big guns.
Mum,
How you going? Your son's been pulled over for exceeding the speed limit in the 60 zone.
Mum asks if there is any chance her son can keep his car.
No, unfortunately. So what's going to happen, look, we've offered to give him a ride. I dare say that the tow truck may be able to give him a lift if it's going to be somewhere local. But his car's going to be towed from here tonight and impounded for 48 hours.
The driver now realises that not even his mother can prevent the inevitable.
I think he's just resigned himself to the fact that he's going to lose his car. He's a little bit of shock. Not so much the speed, knowing his car's going to go, then that's what he's most unhappy about. So that was his mum on the phone, so she's not very happy, but so what can you say?
But there's more bad news. His tyres are bald.
That tyre is...
This Hoonmobile is simply not roadworthy.
In fact, if we'd have pulled him over, the car wouldn't be going anywhere anyway, so... because that's got canvas hanging through it, so... I mean, at that speed, it's just, you know... What can I say?
While Dave issues a defect notice for 3 threadbare tyres, a mate arrives to pick up the driver and a bootload of belongings.
All right, we can get off this road for, to be honest, be here any longer than we have to be. The problem he's got is obviously the defect notice he put on the car because he can't afford to pay to get those tyres done, so he tells me, and he's going to lose a licence for 12 months in 3 or 4 months' time when he goes to court. So I think that'll have a huge impact.
In Clayton, Senior Constable Kate Martin has been called to an accident.
We're just attending to a collision at the moment with a male that's been knocked down by a vehicle. The job's come through from the ambulance, so we're unsure at this stage on what injuries this male will have. Hi, how are you? Were you the driver, were you? You all right? Bit of a shock? What happened?
I was looking that way for the traffic coming this way to turn out.
Yep.
And I just, rolled forward and he walked into the side of the corner of my car. It was in front, the corner of my car was there, just as I turned around he was just there.
Oh, okay.
Nudged him and he fell over backwards. Oh, I felt terrible. It scared me so much. Oh my God.
No, I can understand. Totally understand. I'll go and have a chat to him and I'll come back with you, okay? How's he looking? As he's looking?
As he's looking, he's got a pat on the back of his head. He should go up to hospital, but he's saying he doesn't want to go.
Stefan is 90 years old, and while he's convinced he's going home, the paramedics know head injuries can be far more serious than they appear.
Steve, we should get that cut looked at the hospital.
I'm all right.
His age, taking a tumble, he should get checked out, and he doesn't want to go. That's the only problem.
The paramedics are at a stalemate. With more than 150,000 unregistered cars on the road, police are using increasingly advanced technology to catch offenders. Their latest tool is this, a device that can read 300 licence plates every minute. It takes just seconds to give police full details of every car and its owner. Senior Constable Dave Winton and ANPR operator Ray Walker are putting the machine through its paces in Werribee.
That Ford Falcon in front of you has come up as unregistered. He's looking in his mirror. I think he knew he was in trouble.
His licence is 09, so it'll be his old man's car. How you doing? Your licence there, mate?
It's suspended.
Is your car in your name?
That's in my dad's. Oh, it's not. It's going to be in my dad's on Friday tomorrow. I've got to register it.
Can you jump out? I just want to get your name and address off you. Okay. Okay. Now, you've got 26 sheriff's warrants. That'd be for anything from speeding to court appearances to failing to vote, everything. Now, it says you're not suspended. You're just an unlicensed learner. What did you lose your licence for?
Drink driving.
Right.
Luckily for the driver, there aren't any arrestable offences on his long list of warrants. But there'll be no more driving for him today.
Go and see if your friend's got a licence. You got a licence?
Yeah, but I don't have it on me.
Probationary? Full licence? Not suspended, nothing?
I'm not suspended.
You don't know? You want me to check?
Yeah, you can check, yeah.
You want to jump out and I'll get your details?
Dave's hoping that at least one of the adults in the car is a legal driver. Leading Senior Constable Pete Henry is at the scene of an accident. The mystery is how this car came off the road in perfect driving conditions on a quiet street.
We've got one person in the ambulance.
The man in the ambulance turns out to be one of 2 unrestrained passengers who've suffered serious injuries.
Whereabouts were you in the car, mate? Back seat? Rightio.
The woman in the driver's seat turns out to be the other passenger.
Who was driving this guy?
She's hiding over in the bush.
Oh, she the driver, yeah. That'll be interesting.
Because of the strong smell of alcohol at the scene, the female driver is being breath tested.
As you can see, some pretty nasty damage there. She's hit the pole here by the looks.
The driver is the only one not injured in the crash. While the scene examination is still underway, the front seat passenger starts going into shock.
Are you cold?
A 90-year-old pedestrian has been hit by a car, and he appears to have head injuries. But Senior Constable Kate Martin is having no luck persuading him to go to hospital.
Go up to the hospital. I want to get that knock looked at.
I got that. That's because I hit the knot somewhere.
Yeah, but you're bleeding.
It's stopped now.
Yeah, but it's still there. We want to make sure that you don't get any other...
That was 3 days over there, up there.
No, you're with the ambulance officers. They'll push you through.
Yeah, but it's too long time you have to wait there.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want you going home and keeling over or something on me.
I'm going home first.
Kate's hands are tied. She can't force Stefan to go to hospital, but she's not giving up on him yet.
Do you want me to ring your wife and tell your wife? What's your home number, Stefan?
What?
What's your telephone number?
I don't know.
You don't know your telephone number?
That's not a good sign. But at 90, it's hard to know if it's age or injury that's to blame for his lack of recall.
Do you take any tablets for anything?
Yeah, a lot of tablets.
A lot of tablets. Steve, your blood pressure's a bit high.
I'm all right.
With Stefan still refusing treatment, the paramedics come up with a plan and offer to take him home.
You stand up for me.
Yeah, why not?
The hope being that after they chat to his wife, she might talk him round.
Jump in the ambulance and we'll take you home. We'll talk to your wife when we get there.
I don't have the money for it.
No. Won't cost you anything. No money. No money. Cost. Okay? Come and sit in the ambulance. We'll take you home.
With Stefan on his way home, Kate wraps things up with the driver.
I do collision reports. My sergeant reads through those collision reports and he'll decide what happened. But from the way you're explaining what's happened, he's walked out in front of you, so there's nothing that you could have done. So we'll investigate it and we'll see what we do from there, okay? People don't always do what we expect them to do, so it pays to pay a little bit more attention when they're around. Stefan's a tough old bloke, so he's been lucky this time.
Go and see if your friend's got a licence. I'll tell you who's...
Officer Dave Winton has stopped an unlicensed driver, so he's checking the passenger's details to find out if he can drive instead.
Man, you've got some sheriff's warrants. You've got 66, 68, 70... 71 sheriff's warrants. Let's just say average fine's $100, which are probably more. That's like $7 grand. You're suspended with 30 demerit points. So guess what? Neither of you can drive.
With neither of the brothers able to drive and the welfare of a young child at stake, Dave hopes the driver will do the right thing.
I'm not going to sit here and babysit you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision as how you're going to get home. Yeah. All I'm saying is you're on licence, he's suspended. But you've got your young bloke with the car, so you're going to have to make some sort of arrangement to get home, aren't you?
I'm going to call my friend and we'll get a lift.
All right?
Thanks for your time.
Okay, sorry.
Leading Senior Constable Peter Henry is investigating how this car ploughed into a power pole, leaving 2 people injured.
At the moment, we're not exactly sure where we're at with it. The vehicle's run off the road into the pole. A couple of the people from the car have said perhaps they're having an argument. They're not saying a lot at this stage.
Although the passengers aren't saying much, the police are making progress on their inquiries about the smashed vehicle.
We've removed the plates off the vehicle because they don't match up to the car. So there's a bit of questioning to come in relation to that. Why they're driving around in a vehicle with the incorrect plates on it for a start. No doubt the car will be unregistered. That's usually what happens. Then we'll have to run the false plate numbers and check for things like petrol drive-offs and all that sort of stuff.
The results of the breath test are inconclusive, but the driver is now refusing to accompany police for further testing.
Okay.
Leading Senior Constable Peter Henry is at the scene of a crash where this Corona smashed into a power pole and skidded down the footpath. 2 of the car's occupants have been injured, and the driver is refusing to give a breath test. As a result, she'll automatically lose her licence for 2 years.
Pole still looks like it's still got strain on the wires still.
Yeah. Peter's next task is to ensure that the pole itself hasn't been damaged.
I can't believe that the impact that they're still pretty good shape. Yeah, and if you actually stand back here and have a look at it, it is on an angle now. So I've organised with the CFA, they're going to get onto whichever energy company it is to have a bit of a chat.
It's still unclear exactly how the accident happened, but the driver finally agrees to make a statement.
I've come down here and they were carrying on the back, and I don't know this area very well. I've not long moved here. and I'm saying which street, and I was getting blah, blah, and I've turned around and said which street, and I've just must have gone, bang. That's all I can put it down to. I've turned around, it's only a split second, I just feel that bad.
Peter's not convinced inattention is the only cause of this accident, but he has found one plausible reason for the stench of alcohol.
The smell of grog's the broken cask. The cask's exploded upon impact. There's a cask of wine in there, and it's on impact the wine's burst, and that's why you can smell the grog so heavily.
I had one tin of blue men, I had one stubby. I should have known better. A nanosecond. That's all that takes, a nanosecond. And bang. It's, you need your eyes constantly.
Despite the driver's claims she should have known better, it turns out she had a number of prior convictions. And that was Highway Patrol for 2009, brought to you by the men and women of the Victorian Traffic Police, who deal with people like this every day.
You're doing it, beef people. Smarter.
No, to make sure it's safe.
We're smarter.
What's your address?
21st to 671. Right?
Yeah, I've got your address, mate.
You can't leave your car like
Park it just in the car park.
I'll park it. Jeez, it stinks.
These smackheads, right, they're all got needles hanging out of their arms and they're doing shit like this for a couple of people. It's honestly, it's not fair.
What drive your licence, Darren?
I'll write it down and don't snatch. Don't snatch.
I'm a professional driver. I've been doing this for a long time.
Come on, fair suck of the sad, mate. This is just ridiculous.
What's that?
Viagra.
Viagra? How do you know what Viagra is? Do you take it? I'm a policeman, not a photographer.
Father, I'm not using my mobile today afternoon. You tell me.
If you keep shouting at me, I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
You are.
Listen, if your daughter's going to... You rude thing.
You're always picking on her.
Well, tell her to drive with a license.